Hello, welcome back to Olivia's Mindful Gardens and Plants. If you recall on my last video, I had a trip to the garden centre, or in this case it was a nursery where they grow lots of bedding plants. So I've got a number of plants here. So these are hanging basket or container plants, all of these. And I have gone for a really soft palette of pastel type colours. These baskets are hanging baskets, so they have the hook and they hang. I've got a pair of those, so all these plants I'm going to try and fit into these two baskets. First of all, I need to make sure that there are holes at the bottom here, because they don't usually do the holes for you. So I need to make little cuts at the bottom so that the water will drain through. Here we are back at the shed. I have placed some holes through the plastic at the bottom of both of my hanging baskets. I'm going to be filling the basket with multi-purpose compost, just about halfway. During the summer, it's really important that you feed the plants in the hanging baskets. If you regularly feed, regular water, all these plants will look absolutely fantastic for you for the whole of the summer. Hanging baskets have got a reputation of being quite old-fashioned, but I really do think they are making a big revival inside your private gardens and equally outside, so people can see your baskets. Here in the UK, baskets like these are displayed in country pubs, in town bars. It is just an all-round performer. It's so uplifting when you see all of these in full bloom throughout the summer. So look after them and they'll keep performing. So let's get straight to it. It's quite difficult sometimes to decide which plant goes where, but I typically put a upright plant in the middle and then lots of trailing plants around the edges. And every so often during the summer I might move the basket ever so slightly so that you can get the full effect of all the plants on display. If you don't turn them, that's fine, because all that will happen is they'll start to edge over to one side naturally, and that's purely because if the sun is in the front, they will stretch out to the front. So just be aware that that can happen. So the first plant I think I'm going to be putting in the middle is this Grand Daisy. Let's see, it's a lovely pink. Yeah, pink halo, and I think it's called pink halo because it's got a lovely halo in the middle. Put that in the middle. And then we need to think about the two end trailing plants, so maybe something that's very similar. I think I will put these geranium ivy plants. They're called Balcon White Polar geraniums, and they do have a really beautiful leaf there, and that's what it's going to look like. I put one at each end. Try and keep them away from where the hooks are. The other one. Then I have a Verbena, This is quite upright as well, so I might put this one just in front here. I'll move that one slightly to the back. And then around the outside, I want some lovely trailing plants. So this is a Can Fancy Francie, it's called. I love these names. And then I think I will have another trailing plant here, a fuchsia. I'll take this little fuchsia. And that fuchsia was called the Pink Galore. So that's fuchsia, trailing fuchsia, Pink Galore. So I have enough room now for 2 more at the back. I think I may place a, it's called a Delina Compact White Pink Blush. Let's put that one at the back. We move this one just slightly. Take some of the soil off, put it in. There we are. So this is where you then need to make a judgment call. Placing too much, although you can pack these out, but you will need to water it more, to feed it more, just because there's so many plants relying on the soil and the nutrients within the soil. I think it's probably better that I stop now, although it's very tempting to keep going. I still have the other basket to do. I'm just going to fill this up now with soil, making sure there is no empty spaces, and then once I finish I will just water that in well, let the water all come down. These are not ready to go outside yet, and that is because it is still quite chilly at night, so I'm going to keep them in the shed. They'll be perfectly fine here. It's still quite bright because the leaves haven't started coming out fully on the trees outside. So I'm just going to fill these up. I'll do the second one as well, and then I will show you the end result. Here we are, that's both of these baskets finished. I have watered them really well. All the soil has now shifted into place. As I said previously, these will be kept inside the shed for a little while, and that is just because it's still quite chilly for these plants and they do need to be acclimatized. So I do hope you've enjoyed this video today, and you will click the subscribe and the bell just so that you can be notified when the next videos are due. Thank you so much for joining. Take care now. Bye.